Ya kano Deborah Naebale nza addako ya akulira department eya pensioni. Ekituleese wano okuwandiika abagenda okuritayaringa n'okubayitiramu mu mbeera gye balina okweyisa bwe banaritayaringa. Tugenda bawandiika, bwe tumala obbawandiika ne tubasasula. Ate teri gwe tuleka n'agenda mu retirement nga tasasuddwa. Okuva wano balina okulindako mpaka lwe tunaabasasula akasiimo ne tubasasula ne pension ejja kujjanga buli mwezi. Naye ne bwe bagenda ne baritayaringa era tusigala tubeera nabo okusinziira ku ministry gye baateekako gye bayita Veteran Affairs. Tubeera nabo, tugenda ne twogera nabo ne tulaba embeera gye balimu nga bwe bamala okuritayaringa, embeera gye babeeramu. Ate tubasaba bwe banaagenda tebagenda ne beebaka, balina okugenda babeere active mu program za gavumenti zebeetaddewo. Ate n'eyo mu byalo twateekayo saako z'aba veterani bagende bazeeyungeko, basigale nga balina economic activity gye bakola, oba basigale nga balina enyingiza esingako oba eyongerezako ku pension.
Nze okwogera n'abaana ba officers n'abasirikale abagenda okulitayalinga, okubazzaamu amaanyi n'okwanukula ebibuuzo ebyo bye balaba nga tebabitegeera bulungi ebikwatagana ne wa gye bagenda mu retirement, na ngeri ki gye banaabeerawo, ngeri ki gye banadda mu bantu, na busobozi ki oba mbeera ki gye tubateereddewo esobola okubayamba mu bizibu byabwe. Nga reserve tukola ku nsonga y'okusetoringa abantu bano nga tuyambibwako ekitongole ekirala kya Ministry of Defence and Veteran Affairs, naye nga kusinga ffe tukola kwabo abasirikale abakyalina amaanyi ate betusuubira essaawa yonna okuyita okujja okuyamba ku ggye ly'eggwanga. Tulina nga reserve branches ezikkira ddala wansi ku sub-county nga bacommanders baffe bali ku regional ne babeera ne ku district ne ku sub-county level, nga emulimo gwabwe omukulu kwe kulabirira aba veterans ababa baritayalinze. Tubalabirira mu kubasembereza programs za gavumenti ez'okwongera okubazzaamu amaanyi mu mbeera zaabwe mu byenfuna. Reserve Force is the service of UPDF, and we are tasked to control, command and administer the Reserve Force. I've come here to interact with the senior and junior officers who are going for retirement, to assure them what they are going to do after retirement. And it is our duty as the Reserve Force to look after the retired officers and the men of UPDF. Mainly within our roles, we make sure the retired officers remain relevant by conducting refresher courses to these officers annually and organize them into circles, productive circles, so that they improve on their welfare, like those who are engaged in production, benefiting from the program of food and feeds program, which the Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs is controlling with other stakeholders. Our veterans also participate in peacekeeping missions in Somalia. We normally mobilize battle groups and send them to augment UPDF forces who are being prepared for missions, outside missions. These veterans, on retirement, some of them tend to fear where they are going to go, and some fear that they are not prepared. But I have assured them that they are pensionable, they will get pension immediately they are retired.
Today we are here to document batch 14 of the 14 batches that are now so far that have been retiring since 2015. But before 2015, people had been retiring beginning 1991, 92, and then 2007 to 2008. And that category that retired at the time was retiring on reduction in force, because we needed to reduce the numbers of soldiers to be able to work on the professional army by equipping and training the smaller army that was required at the time. So the retirement then was basically forcing servicemen out of service to professionalize the army, which gave us time now to professionalize the army, train, buy new equipment, buy advanced technology, go into artificial intelligence technology. Now we are able to regularize the retirement, which began in 2015 to date now 2024. The people we retire, it's from the rank of general up to right down to the rank of a private. So it's a constitutional right that every serviceman or woman has to be retired after a certain period of time. When you serve, for example, if you're a colonel like me and you have attained up to 55 years of age and you're still at the rank of colonel, then the law allows you to retire. And depending on the need or your professional, they can retain you, but the law is you're supposed to retire at that age. Yeah, from there, retirement, we follow up people in their retirement life. There's a department of veteran affairs where we have a department of resettlement, psychosocial support and rehabilitation that follows up retirees or veterans up to village, and we ensure they have a seamless transition from military life to civilian life. It's not very easy for someone.
And it was sacrificed, painful sacrifice. It takes.
These officers you see here, they don't fear retirement because they are not the first. It started some time back. Now this is the 14th. And now they are aware that time will come, they have to retire. And now we are here preparing them, and they have accepted the message. But the hope that I'm giving them is that retiring them is not throwing them out. It is just like changing a guard. They were in uniform, they are still going to be active, but out of uniform. They were handling guards. We are now requesting them to go and handle machines, hose, to go for socio-economic transformation. That is what we are telling them, and I'm happy they have accepted that. They are going to join the Ugandans to fight the war against poverty, the war against subsistence farming. They want to join the Ugandans to make them money generating community. That's the most important thing. They are here. But when they are out there, there are still services the ministry is still prepared to give them. One of them is the legal aid clinic. We have a legal aid clinic under the Directorate of Veteran Affairs that is giving the veterans pro bono services, and indeed it's doing a very good job, beginning from issues of getting letters of administration, which is more challenging to these veterans, including the issues of even registering their businesses, helping them in the legal matters when their land has been grabbed, because they are here. By the time they reach to home, their land has been grabbed. Even their family members and their neighbors, they have grabbed their land, and the clinic, the legal clinic is there to help them, and many other challenges that need a legal brain. That legal clinic is there to offer them that service, and it is for free. That is how we are still following up our veterans, and we help them to handle the challenges they are facing. 2, government has considered the veterans and given them affirmative action under the food and feed program. This program, the lead ministry is Ministry of Agriculture, but other government agencies have been included. So from Ministry of Defense, we have NEC, we have CPW, and we have the veterans that have been given that affirmative action, and they are participating in this program. This program is a very good program that builds their capacity economically, because the ministry has even gone further to give veterans the army land. They write up a memorandum of understanding, they give them the land to use while the land remains for the ministry. They even give them seed capital. They give them money to open the land. They even give them money to buy the fertilizers, to buy the seed. In fact, everything is given. What you need is just the veterans to put the leadership and see how they can utilize these materials that are given them. It's a very good project, and those who have taken it up well are already benefiting. It's a profit-making project that the veterans have benefited from. We have home visit program that we follow our veterans where they are. Those who have problems, those who have mental problems, those who are sick, those who have physical issues, we follow them, we counsel them, and we refer them to medical services where they can get a better medical services. This is what the ministry is still doing for the veterans when they are outside there. We follow them in those programs. The ministry has a referral for these people, medical referral for severe medical challenges that they cannot treat themselves, that are very expensive for them. They come to the ministry refer them to the medical services, they get treatment, and they go home, and it is the ministry that is paying that. So these veterans are not abandoned. they still have many of the services that the ministry is offering. There are many, I cannot mention all of them now, but I can mention this few for you to mention about.